Right, so this is my Chelsea career mode. This is kind of like a preview for next year. I'm kind of like going to go for signings that I think Chelsea should make or that they have made or that are being linked. I'm going to go with them sort of signings. I'm also going to sell the players that I think should go or have gone. So if we go into my shortlist quickly, we'll see. Right, if I go through these players, we've got Matteo De Sciglio, who is someone not linked at all. Chelsea aren't going to get him. I would just love to sign him because he's a class right back. Varane has been linked, which I'm a bit meh on because we've got a load of young centre backs as it is, although he is class. Ricardo Rodriguez and Alberto Moreno have both been linked. Either of them would be good. Pogba's been linked a lot. He would be the ideal signing, in my opinion. Witsel is someone who hasn't been linked, but I think should be linked. I think he could be a very good backup if we can't get Pogba. Fabregas we've already signed, obviously. I think he's a great signing. Cruz, someone who's been linked. I don't think we should sign him in real life, but in FIFA I'd love to get him. Then Diego Costa, who is very close to being confirmed. We've had a fee agreed, and it's only a matter of time, really. Right, so if we go into my players I'm going to sell. Right, if we just go through and see who we're going to sell. Personally, I am going to sell Czech. I'm going to recall Courtois. Yes, I'm also going to put Blackman up for loan. I'm then going to put up Ake for loan. Keep Cahill. I'd say loan list Christensen. Transfer list David Luiz because he's gone to PSG. Transfer list Papo, he's been released. Keep Zuma out on loan. Keep Terry. Aspilicueta. Put Cole up on the transfer list because he's now gone to Roma. That's quite an interesting move, actually. I'm going to keep Baker around. He's decent depth. Oscar obviously keep. Hutchinson I will transfer list because he has gone. Matic, Mikel, Musonda can go. I'll put Mikel up on the transfer list. I might not sell him though. Ramirez can go. Lampard can obviously go. He's retired, so I can't actually sell him. Cheek can go out on loan, as can Swifty. And Hinkle can stay around. Hazard, obviously. Schürrle, obviously. Salah, Willian, obviously stay around. Bar can go. I've got to keep Eto unless I want to release him, which I don't fancy doing. I'm going to sell Torres and loanless Farouz. And I would also like to recall Lukaku. So I've recalled 2 players. I've transfer listed a ton of players, so now it's just a matter of me getting the players that I want. So let's go and inquire for some of these players. I think the main ones I want is I'm going to get the 2 that have actually signed first. Cesc Fabregas and Diego Costa are the 2 that I'm going to focus on because we've actually got them. So yeah, I'll be back as soon as I get that. Right, so as you can see, we've got emails back about our inquiries. Barcelona have said that Cesc Fabregas not sales at any price. I'm still going to try and get him though. I reckon I'm going to start at 15 million. I reckon that's a good place to start at. Who's the other one? Diego Costa, 48 million. Oh, I can get him for less than that, I reckon. If I chuck in one of Bar or Torres, I could get him for less. Let's chuck in Torres and 20 million. That's extremely optimistic, but I reckon I might be able to get that if I'm lucky. So, yeah, we can get rid of them emails. Champions Cup objective is to win the cup. Right, so let's just see how that goes with them transfers, and I'll get back to you. Right, so it turns out that Barcelona have actually rejected the offer for Fabregas. I kind of expected that. So I'm going to need to go for a bigger offer. Let's go with 18 million. I still think that's going to be a bit low, but it's worth a try. And let's see how them ones go. Right, so it turns out that Atletico Madrid have rejected the offer of Diego Costa. So I'm going to have to... They're not interested in Torres. I don't blame them at all. Let's go... They obviously don't want a striker. I could chuck Ashley Cole in. No. Actually, you know, it seems I've recalled Courtois. They're going to be interested in Czech, aren't they? Czech and 20 million. I think that's a little low, but I'll give it a go. I reckon that could be a good deal. So let's just delete that email, and we'll see what they say to that. Right, so we've actually had a transfer offer for Petr Cech, which I'm going to look at. 4.8 million from Everton. That's... No. I want at least, like... I'm going to say 8 million for Petr Cech. In real life, I would never accept that, but I think in FIFA, that's probably a relative good amount. So we'll see what happens there. I kind of don't want to sell him now because I put him in the Costa offer, but we'll see. Right, so we've got more emails. We've got international. I'm not bothered by that. They're going to offer 6.5 for Czech. That's nowhere near. I'll accept 7.5. I think I will accept 7.5 if they're willing to do that. Transfer reject for Fabregas again. I'm gonna have to go for like. Let's go for 20 million. Yeah, I reckon 20 million might do it. If not, I'll chuck in a striker because Barca could do with a striker. So yeah, that's all our emails for now. We'll see what happens with them. Right, so we've got more transfer offers here for Demba Ba and Torres, which is good actually. Demba Ba, give me 10 million and I'll accept that for Demba Ba. I will accept 10 million straight up. Nah, give me 12 for Torres. I'll accept 12 million for Torres. I think that's a pretty good deal, 12 million. Yet again, give me 10 million for Bar, and I will quite go that. Well, Sevilla are interested in Bar. I could offer him up as the Moreno deal. That could be something I could do. But Athletic Madrid have also rejected the Costa deal. They want Czech plus 30 odd million. I'm going to Czech plus 25. I'm not doing Czech plus 30. That's not it. That's not good. That's a bit much, really. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Right, so we've got clubs going back about the transfer offers. Sevilla have accepted the 10 million for Bar, so that'd be good. Wolfsburg have matched the 12 million. Other Marseille have turned down 10 million for Bar. That's perfectly fine. Because so Bar and Torres could be off, which I'm pretty happy with actually. That's a good amount of money for them too. Oh, hello. Transfer offer unaccepted. They want 36 million for Fabregas. What the hell? I'm going to have to try offer someone up for this. As much as it pains, I could offer nah. I don't know who I could offer for this. I guess I could chuck David Luiz in there. They're probably interested in him. I'm not doing 20 million plus David Luiz. I'm going to do 15 million plus David Luiz. And let's see what they accept to that. And then, yeah, I'll be back in a second. Right, so we've got more emails here, more offers. We've got offers for Torres and Luiz. Yet again, give me 12 million and you can have... This is kind of realistic, because apparently Inter Milan are interested in Torres in real life. So that's kind of realistic, actually. What about Luiz? Monaco. He's just signed for PSG. You can have a Luiz for 20 million if you want him. Because I know Monaco have money, so they might be willing to do that. They've decided to match the 7.5 for Petr Cech. Oh, no, that's not good. They've just to get to 25 and Petr Cech. I've got to wrap this deal up quick. He'll be an important first-team player, I'm going to say. I'm not going to say crucial, because I want to get Lukaku some good game time as well. So we'll see what they say to that. Right, so we've just got a couple of emails here. Monaco do not believe David Luiz is worth it. I completely understand that. And Torres has been sold to Wolfsburg. We got 10 million to our transfer budget. I'm very happy with that. That's a good amount of money for Torres, and a lot off the wages as well, which I'm over the moon about. So yeah, now we've just got to wait for our transfer offers to get back. Right, so we've got a few more transfer offers here for Ramirez and John Obi Mikel. Now, both of them I'm willing to let go. However, Ramirez, I want at least 7.5 million, I reckon. 3.8 is just ridiculous. Mikel, I want at least 6. 3 million is just a bit of an insult to Mikel, to be fair. Like, obviously, in real life, I'd want much more than that for them too, but they're not going to get it on FIFA. So yeah, we'll get back to that when we see what they say to that. Right, so we've got a ton of emails here. We got Leon did not believe that Johnny Mikel is worth it, so bye-bye. Bar's been sold to Bar's been sold to Sevilla, which is great. 8.5 million, perfect. Drive decline. What a bigger role. I'm going to have to offer him the crucial. I don't mind. I still won't play him as much. I'll still get Lukaku some good game time. We are not interested in the player. So I don't want David Luiz. What? Why don't they want David Luiz? That makes no sense. As much as it pains me to do this, I'm going to actually chuck... No, I can't put Frank in the offer. Oh, no, because he's retiring. I can't put Frank in the offer. I could chuck Ashley Cole in the offer. 15 million plus Ashley Cole. See how that works for us. So yeah, we also had Lukaku wants to play Torres. Yeah, you'll get some game time. Don't worry. So yeah, we'll get back and we'll see what happens with all that. Right, so we've got some more emails here. We got transfer for Tika Basonda. I'm just going to accept 45k. It's just getting me off the wages, really. That little bit of money off the wages. And player sell Petr Cech's been sold to Everton. So that means I can't get... Oh, that's really annoying. That's messed up the Costa deal. Oh, I don't know what that does to the Costa deal. Now I'm going to have to look at that. What does that do to a Diego Costa deal? Yeah, I'm going to have to submit a new offer. Let's go 32 million straight up. I reckon that's a pretty decent offer, to be fair. And we'll see what that does. So I'll get back to you. Right, so we've got offer back from Ramirez. 6 million. I'm gonna say give me 6.5, and you can have him. I reckon 6.5. I will take for Ramirez because again, for the wages as well. If they're not interested in Cole either, oh, I don't know who else I could offer for this. I think it's just gonna have to be cash. Let's go 25 million. I reckon 25 million for Cesc Fabregas is a very good offer, one that they should accept, and well, we'll see if they do. Right, so we've got more emails here. Transfer offer for Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill is going nowhere at all. Gary Cahill is staying with me. Player sold. Tatico Masson has been sold. Athletic Madrid. They want 36.5 for Costa. Oh, I could chuck Cole in there for a little bit of extra cash. I think 30 million plus Ashley Cole. I reckon that should be enough to persuade them. Because that's a decent offer there, actually. Well, we'll see if they fancy it. Well, so we've got another transfer offer here for John Obi Mikel. Now, I do want to try Shift Mikel. Give me 4.5 million and I will gladly accept that for Mikel, to be fair. I reckon that's a good amount of money for Mikel. We'll see if Schalke really want him. Right, so Schalke willing to offer 3.7. I'll tell you what, give me... Oh, what am I doing? Give me 4 million and I will accept that, Schalke. You can have Mikel for 4 million. That's a bargain, if I've ever seen him. Barcelona for 36 for Fabregas. They really want that 36 million. Let's go 30 million. 30 million is a lot of money. I'm spending like all my money on just Fabregas and Costa. I do want to get other players, but well, we're gonna have to just see what happens. Right, so we've got 2 emails here. We've got one for Ramirez, which is from Fiorentina. I swear they've already... I don't even know. I'm going to say... Give me 7 million and you can have Ramirez. 7 million is what I would accept for Ramirez. They want him for 6. Give me 7. 7 million and he is all 81 overall and you don't want him for 7 million. That's a good offer. That's a good deal, to be fair. But well, we'll see if they really want him. Right, so we've got 3 emails here, which by the looks of it, I'm already enjoying looking at them. So we've got the offer for Mikel was matched. That's 4 million right there. Glad to see. The offer for Costa has been accepted. So let's do this right this time. Crucial 13 player. Ashley Cole plus like 30 million. I will take that. 30 million for Fabregas being accepted. 150k. 4 years, I'm going to say. And crucial first team player. So we will see if them two decide to accept their contracts. So we've got more emails for transfer offers. So they do not believe Ramirez is worth that much. Athletic are matching the 7 million for Ramirez, which is great news because that's a lot of money actually for Ramirez. Diego Costa, the contract offer has been accepted, so now we have signed Diego Costa. That's a good signing, our star striker now. Him and Lukaku should really help us. Let's see if we can wrap up the Fabregas deal now as well. Right, so we've got 2 emails here. Fabregas has been accepted. There we go. Now we can focus on other signings. I've got like no money now, but we can focus on other signings now, which is great news. So we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Player sold. Johnny Mikel has been sold. It's good news. It's good news. Right, and also just let you know, I am simming all the friendlies because I just don't. They're not worth playing, and you don't need to see them, so I'm not going to show them. So yeah, I'm just simming all the friendlies just to let you know. So yeah, don't expect to see them. Right, so we've got 3 emails here. Let's have a look. Transfer for Varuz. He can go on loan to Swindon. I'm loving the sound of that. What else have we got? Player loan. Yep. League objective is to win the league title, obviously. And Ramirez has been sold to Athletic, right. So I think it's time to go back on our shortlist and see who else we could pick up. I really want Pogba. He is the one I really want. I think a left back is like a priority. So I think if I inquire for the pair of them, everyone else is more just a bonus. So we'll see what they say and we'll see if we can sign them players. Right, so we've got our inquiries back. 24 million for Pogba. I'm going to actually go with a bit of a cheeky little offer. 10 million plus David Luiz. That's a little on the low side, but I reckon I can get him for that. I reckon Juventus might accept that. 15 million for Ricardo Rodriguez. Moreno's only just joined, so they're not interested in selling him. See, these ones now I'm going to have to start offering swaps. Just don't have the money to just outright buy them. I haven't got the money. I'm going to have to... Actually, I might as well offer, like... What are we going to offer? Let's start off with 6 million to both left backs. I reckon that, because that's a good starting offer. If we do that. Oh no, transfer offer. Offer 6 million for the pair of them. I reckon that is a good starting offer, a good place to start, and we'll see if Wolfsburg and Sevilla accept them offers. Right, so we've got some stuff back. They want 8 million for Moreno. I reckon that's quite a decent deal, actually. So I'm going to offer up the 8 million, because I can always mess around with the budget, so I have enough money to get him and Pogba. They've straight up rejected it for Rodriguez, which I did expect. So I think Rodriguez is one I'm going to have to leave for now. Unfortunately, they're not interested in David Luiz. What? Why are they not interested in David Luiz? Is this another one I'm going to have to leave for now? I need someone to come by David Luiz, like, seriously. Right, so there's not really much I can do about that one for now. I'm going to have to just leave that, and I'm going to have to go and mess around with the budgets a little bit. I reckon if I give myself 150k for the two players, I reckon that's more than enough. So we have 75-25. I reckon that's a pretty decent thing. Let's go back in and make another offer for Pogba. And let's just offer him... Let's offer up 14 million. Straight up. It's not going to get accepted at all. But hey, we'll see what happens. Whoa, they've actually accepted the 14 million for Pogba. If only we could get him for that much in real life. But hey, 70 for K, important first-team player. Sign that guy up. That's a bargain, that is. Hopefully, he will accept the contract, because that's an absolute steal I've got there. There's some more great news on the transfer offers. It's been accepted from Moreno, 8 million, 50k a week, that's an absolute bargain. 5 years, important first-team player. I reckon this could be a good signing, Moreno. I reckon he could be a very good signing for the squad. And let's hope we can get both him and Pogba, because that'd be a great window then. More great news. Pogba has accepted the contract. That is a brilliant signing. This is turned out to be a great window, actually. Pogba, Fabregas and Costa all signed. That's looking pretty damn tasty. So get rid of them. Now let's just wait for Moreno. And they have accepted the contract offer for Alberto Moreno. Yes! What a window that's been. If we can still sell David Luiz, we can still go and sign like Witzel or someone. We can still get one more signing if we can sell David Luiz. But it's not looking likely at the moment for some reason. But yeah, that will wrap up this episode. I've completed the window. I've made all my signings so far. We're coming up on the start of the Premier League. I'll sort my team out in the next episode. I'll show you guys that. So yeah, this has been the first episode. See ya.